Hey everyone, it's a cold, blustery day today, and it's also the day of reckoning when it comes to the net. That net fell over a couple times over the course of the season, and now I've got a much better idea of how I want to do it next year. But for now, I need to deal with the fallout of my poor decision-making processes. Over the course of the season, and the net getting fallen over a couple times, there have been some holes that got put in it. And I want to stitch those holes up before I put this thing into deep winter storage. So you can see the biggest rip is right there, and this happened the day after I put the net up, when it fell over, literally 24 hours after I put it up in a big windstorm. And the biggest damage that happened was this tear. So I want to stitch this together too. The other issue I have had nothing to do with me and everything to do with birds. I used to like birds, and then stuff like this happened. You can see we've got these little holes right here, and this happened from birds flying into the net at random points throughout the season. You can see there's another one right there. You can almost see these bird-shaped holes or indentations in the net, and then I think they got their little talons in the net itself and tore open a couple rips like that. Fortunately, none of the birds died. I never saw any birds littered along the ground of the net, so we didn't have a Viking Stadium situation on our hand. But nevertheless, some damage was done. And I don't really know much about sewing at all. I watched a couple of YouTube videos yesterday. I'm going to try sewing, I think, for the first time since home ec in 7th grade, when I made a little Pac-Man plush doll. And hopefully we can heal some of the damage right here. So, I'm going to get to work and see if we can get anything done here. Well, I accidentally sewed my glove into the netting. Alright, I've gotten some practice on a couple ones. My first stitch was terrible. My second stitch was terrible, but by the time I made it to my third stitch here, I'm just not very good. I'm not good at this.